Hello everybody, Dave Calhoun here from the Standard TV and Appliance Kitchen. I'm joined today with Patrick McKee. He's the executive chef from Perlo Restaurant.
Right.
And we're going to be making something a little bit different today. So let's talk about the venison that you're going to prepare.
First of all, I'd like to thank, with big thanks to Nikki USA. They've been supplying all of the game meat, and I've been a big customer of theirs for, shoot, I don't know, about 14 years now or so. So lots of specialty game, real high quality meat that we get from them. So one of the things that we do get from them is this nice Hawaiian venison. And in coming today and thinking about what I wanted to do with some game meat, I thought it'd be a little bit different to do something called carpaccio, and this is with the split loin that comes from the venison itself. So you can see it's just a nice skinny piece that needs a little bit of trim work to be done. Take the silver skin and the fat off of the top, and then obviously you'll take it off to the bottom there. You know, it's nice and lean, so we're gonna wanna think about some things that have some qualities that are gonna be nice for searing. We're also gonna add a little bit of fat to this. We're gonna add some foie gras to this dish here in a little bit.
So you trim this down from where it's at now, and then once you have it down to...
Let me show you what I got here. So trim down from there to what I have here. Now this is a seared piece as well. So what I did was I like to take these and put a marinade on it. So I put a marinade for about 20-25 minutes or so. I'm definitely inspired by a lot of Asian flavors as well, so especially Southeast Asia. So what I did was I came up with a marinade that's a little bit of sake. I've got some soy, some brown rice vinegar. I use a little bit of lemongrass as well, and a little bit of kaffir lime leaf. So I let it soak. I just keep turning it, you know, about every 10 minutes or so until I have a nice little marinade like coating on there. And then I sear it really hard in a cast iron pan. So, and just keep turning. You can see the sear marks that I've done here. So it's nice and even all the way around. And then I wrap it up in plastic and let it sit so it's fully cold. Put it back in the refrigerator. And then what I like to do is just like, for instance here, I'll just take my knife and just cut little sections like this. And then I'll pound it out between two pieces of plastic, basically just to make it, you know, so nice and even and flat, make it easy to eat. So you can see what I've done here.
Yeah, it's very thin, like you're making jerky, basically.
Right, yeah.
And it's important to not overcook this. I mean, you guys can see how red it is in there. That's going to
it's
keep
very
it
rare.
nice and tender, and it's well cooked on the outside, and you can throw the color in there from like the marinade that's soaked into that. And,
absolutely.
Yeah, and so you pound those really flat with the plastic.
Pound it really flat with the plastic, and then what I like to do is I save the marinade that I cook it in.
Okay.
Right? So after I finish with that, then I just like when I'm getting ready to serve this, I'll just take some of this marinade. It's got, again, those real nice flavors in there. The soy, sake, you can taste the lemongrass in there. I like to just do that. And then a little bit of salt.
So are you calling this an appetizer, or is this
definitely an appetizer? This is going to go down real quick. So if you do, like we serve this in the restaurant, and it's like gone like that quick.
Okay, now there's one other thing you're going to add to this. What's the special ingredient?
Secret ingredient is going to be a little bit of foie gras. So what I did was I took a little bit of foie gras. We get, again, from Nikki USA, we get foie gras cubes. So what I did was I took basically the same things that I have for the marinade, and I marinated the foie gras and cooked it in the oven, just very basic.
Okay.
Took it out of the oven, I put it in my food processor, and then blended everything together, basically. So then I just let it rest until it starts to cool again, and then I put it in my freezer, actually, because it makes for really good shaving. So it's a really, when you think about it, it might seem a little bit daunting, a little bit maybe unfamiliar with some people that aren't familiar with it. But after you put everything in your, like a food processor, everything comes together. It's very easy. So again, then I just took it and froze it, and then this is a microplane. So then this is where your fat component comes in for this real lean piece of meat.
Well, this will be another first for me as well, because I've never had.
You've never had foie gras either?
No, I've never had.
Man.
Which, I mean, I've shot enough ducks. I should probably do something with them, right?
Yeah, it's just fattened duck liver or a goose liver. So this is just real close to being finished then. So you saw again how I put the little bit of the marinating liquid in there.
Yep.
That's just going to reaffirm kind of those flavors that are in there. And then for a little bit of heat, looking back at places like Thailand and stuff, we've got a little bit of hot Fresno chili.
Okay, you can keep those on yours.
This isn't for the faint of heart. So, and then I have a farmer that grows me microgreens for the restaurant. So we've got shiso leaf, I have micro cilantro, and then I've got micro Thai basil as well to go on here. And you'll be surprised, these herbs are really gonna pack a punch and add a lot of flavor to this
Yeah,
as
you
well.
can smell them as well. I mean, the peppers I can smell, but these are, you know, really a fresh smell to it.
Right.
And it looks amazing.
You know, and then we just finish off with just a little bit of salt. And then just a drizzle of this Oregon olive oil that we have. There you go. You've got yourself a nice little venison appetizer.
That looks amazing. All right, I'm gonna get a
Dig in.
taste of this thing here. Boy, that is super tender. I'll take the whole thing. Excellent.
Okay.
It's perfect. You know, I've always cooked my meat too much and then regret it later. And this is so tender. I mean, I just cut it with a fork. I didn't have to cut in with a knife. The flavor, I don't notice anything weird with the duck liver, with the foie gras. It's amazing.
It's nice and easy to do. You know, I would think that, you know, this could be a venison fillet, but I think it's too lean. I think if you cook it too strong like that, I think it's gonna really be too rubbery almost when you get it down. So this is a great way to serve it rare without really having to manipulate it too much.
Yeah,
Nice and easy.
This is delicious. If you guys would like to have dishes like this, contact Patrick at Perlo Restaurant. You can also get the recipes on our website, NBCSportsNorthwest.com.